Hopefully the fan isn't... This is so difficult. It's too hot, but also the fan. Oh no. Okay.
So clearly, you aren't who you said you were.
No, I am not Grimsby Roylett. My real name is Nikolina Pavlova. Everything you said was correct.
You absconded during one of your ballet company's performances in order to escape your homeland. Later that same night, you stole aboard this vessel. Stole aboard, which couldn't have been easy. The Buria is a huge steamship with a vast crew. Could she have really snuck on board without being noticed? In order to obscure your true identity, you somewhat recklessly took the guise of an old gentleman, and you intended to sever all links with your past by severing your long hair. Severing? Shit. Sorry. Yet, to a woman, hair is no trifling matter. My personal recommendation is to leave well alone. So, if it was just you about to cut off your own hair, who was it that let out the scream we heard from outside the cabin? A veritable tinkling of a bell? Why, none other than this young lady, naturally. More like a full set of pipes, if you ask me. I should have screamed louder.
I was so scared when I ran from Shanghai. I was sure they would come looking for me. That's why I decided to, disgust myself.
So no one would recognize. Sorry.
As a result, you transformed yourself into that questionable old man, I see. I put on fur hat and fake beard, and just before you came here, I saw the newspaper. Right on the page, there was a picture of me. I was so frightened, I couldn't stop from screaming. I knew that if I didn't change my appearance completely, they would find me.
This is a terrible voice. I'm trying my darnest, though. Sorry.
So I decided to cut all my hair as fastly as possible. I picked up the scissors in my hand and...
At that precise moment, we walked in through the annoyingly unlocked cabin door.
Things happen like that sometimes, don't they?
I hope my Susato isn't the same as my Nicolina. Holy shit. Things do happen like that from time to time. Are those two even talking about the same thing?
There's just one thing I'd like to know. What exactly do you have in your traveling case? You were right. It is my dear friend inside. Friend.
Ah, shit, fuck, I'm losing my notes.
Please, don't tell anyone. If the captain finds out, if you say any to the crew...
Your secret is safe with us, I assure you. But, in return, you must tell us, in as much detail as you can muster, about the events of last night.
Yes, all right. I will tell you. Well, Mr. Naruhodo, wasn't it something, Mr. Sholmes' great deduction?
It was certainly something, yes. I'm just not entirely sure what. But at least Miss Pavlova has agreed to tell us what she knows. That's incredible. Indeed, it is incredible. Ah, and one more thing. I don't know, my voice gave up. Yes? What? Observe your wrists.
Your hands are cuffed again.
What? But how? True to my word, I have restored your shackles. When and why?
There is still a shadow of guilt cast over you, Mr. Naruhodo. I'm sorry to say, it can't be helped at the moment.
Can't it? Really?
Anyway, let's listen to what Miss Pavlova has to say. I can't go on not knowing. I have to find out what the speckled band that Kazuma-sama wrote about in his diary really was.
Alright. Oh no. Wait, I gotta review my notes. One moment.
Huh, touch your lower tooth with your tongue. And then it's a k.
Sorry. Roll my R's. Sorry.
Oh yeah, the E sound. I keep forgetting the eh. Where's my sample sentence? A head, a hit. It was on my head. Hit. Eh, eh, e, eh, k, hello.
Sorry. Sorry. Let's continue. So what happened last night?
Did you know that someone was killed in the cabin next door to this one last night? One of the crewmen told me this morning when I was eating breakfast. The man who died, he was a friend of mine. Oh, that's why we're trying to find out what happened. Did you notice anything unusual last night? Perhaps you heard a strange noise, for example. Perhaps people talking?
Perhaps the ship was absorbed in a wild tempest? Perhaps its steam engine exploded? Perhaps everyone on board would have noticed if that had happened? Sholmes, what the fuck?
Miss Pavlova, is there anything you can tell us? I don't know. I'm sorry, but all I can think about last night was what I had done and whether they would find me. I didn't notice anything that was happening around me.
Oh, I see. I don't know why you pronounce her T's like that. I don't think that's one of the rules. You've run away from your ballet company, haven't you? The Novavik Ballet?
Yes. I am traveling to Great Britain, and from there I want to go to America. I will never dance again. I want to forget everything.
Everything. Sorry. I was gonna do the sound, but you wish to forget. A challenging proposition when you have that striking tiara as a reminder.
But the tiara is mine. I need it to live.
I'm turning on all my Filipinoisms right now. I'm so sorry.
I have no money of my own. The Novavich Ballet gives us only little food and water. And we must dance all over the world.
I don't know why I said that. It was such weird.
I had to run away. I had no choice. If I stayed, it would kill me. So you ran away to protect yourself? Yes, and the crew of the ship, they have been all very kind to me. They let me come aboard, and they said I could hide in this cabin.
If that is indeed the truth, Miss Pavlova, it creates a most intriguing conundrum.
Yes, it does. What do you think about it, Mr. Naruto?
Me? Oh, well, yes, of course. I think we should hear Miss Pavlova's explanation. To what conundrum, I'm not sure, but... Conundrum? What conundrum does that make? I actually wasn't following. I was busy crying over my shit Russian accent. I'm so sorry. Miss Pavlova, allow me to pose you a riddle. She's so nervous, though. Then again, she's a scared 15-year-old girl. According to this newspaper, it was only yesterday that you were absconded from the ballet. Now, that being the case, it must have been last night that you boarded this vessel. I don't know why I said last night, like... However, the SS Burya stopped by no port last night. That's it! Of course! So how is it, pray, that you come to be aboard?
Now that I think about it, the crewman outside the cabin acted very strangely when we mentioned that. It was just after we asked him about when the occupant of this cabin came aboard.
Oh, clearly they're in on it. That is none of your business. Man, I wasn't ready. Sorry. Yes, you're right. He did seem to be hiding something. Say something, Pavlova. I mean, don't, actually.
An angel descended from the heavens, bring grace and beauty to stage.
Sorry, what was that?
It is how Russian newspapers described one of my performances. And that is how I came here too. I descended from the heavens because I am an angel.
Considering English isn't your mother tongue, your description is very vivid.
Mr. Sholmes said, I can never resist a touch of the dramatic. It seems Miss Pavlova is the same.
A genius descended from the heavens, bringing grace and beauty to detection, was once said about myself. A quote for a wonderfully extravagant advertisement for the adventures of Sherlock Sholmes, in fact. Advertisement? How do you say? Have you tried on it? Yes, Mr. Showy. Anyway, it doesn't look like Miss Pavlova is going to tell us what really happened. I feel like Renosuke is sounding a little weird tonight. Sorry, I think the accents are just getting really fucked up. So, the friend you mentioned is inside your traveling case, is it?
I don't think animals are allowed on board, according to the rules of passage. Oh, please, don't tell any of the crew. If they found out my precious...
Then the burly Russians would bestir themselves in unison to throw you and your case overboard, no doubt. You don't have to say it like that.
Ah!
So reassuring, Mr. Sholmes.
But what sort of pet is your friend? A little puppy? It is, isn't it?
She wants to pet it. Oh, no. No. Maybe an adorable little rabbit. Shake her head. You credit Russia as a land with small rabbits, do you? Don't they have small rabbits there, then? You may as well ask. I have no idea! This fucking guy. You two are miserable bunglers when it comes to understanding the nature of young ballerina's friends. Isn't it obvious? It must be a chicken.
Really?
Consider the benefits. A rousing wake-up call, daily fresh eggs, and when adversity strikes, it could satisfy the needs of sustenance. So you eat your friends. I'd remember that. Yeesh. Oh, shaking her head. Well, it would appear this friend's identity is a closely guarded secret not to be revealed. I can't. Sholmes just laughs out of the nowhere, and I'm like, I can't summon that from within me, okay? All of a sudden. That's something I'd like to show Miss Pavlova, I think. Maybe she might be able to shed some light on it. What are we presenting? The bell? The diary? Oh yeah, the speckled band, that's what we're here for. There's such a weird roundabout way of going about things, I forget. This is the diary of my friend who passed away.
His diary?
Yes, and he wrote in it last night before he died. Something a little unusual. It reads, 1:23 a.m. I can hear a faint whistling sound, and then a few minutes later, 1:35 a.m. What looks like some sort of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill.
A speckled band? I don't understand.
It's strange, isn't it? But the ventilator he mentioned joins yours. See, right here? It's up there on the wall.
In other words, this cabin and the victim's cabin are connected together. Oh, Miss Pavlova, has something occurred to you? Does the speckled band the victim mentioned mean something to you? Or the whistling sound, perhaps? No. I don't know anything.
Oh. It's so hard to make that ing sound, huh? Sorry. Trying to keep an eye on it. Oh, angry knocking. Police knock. Excuse me, Mr. Roylott. Yes, what? Wow, she's fast. Captain would like to speak with you. You must come to the captain quarters at once, please. All right, I will come now. What? You must leave now. Oh, no, it's fine. Don't mind us.
Yes, please don't worry about yourself. Don't worry yourself, Mr. Roylott.
Get out! Passenger said out! Or do you want me to throw you out? It looks like we'll have to leave investigating this cabin until later.
What a pity.
I'm so sorry, I'm losing the plot. the accents. We've lost a chance. Having still not managed to investigate Miss Pavlova's cabin, we were unceremoniously chased out. That is to say, we were quite literally picked up and thrown into the passageway outside. Probably with one hand, too. Biff is like a really big guy. To be continued.
Yeah, excuse me.
That was my dinner. Excuse me.
Dun, 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 dun.
9th January, we're back to the passageway after we were thrown out. With one hand. Scary.
I wish we hadn't been thrown out like that.
I wish we'd managed to find some clue as to what that speckled band might be.
We didn't manage to investigate at all. And I imagine that we won't be able to for a while longer. We'll never get past that sailor guarding the door.
He's clearly glaring at us as if to say, don't even think about it. Oh, wait a minute.
What is it?
Well, what happened to our great detective friend? Where did he go?
Oh, yes, he completely disappeared.
When did he do that? He slipped away as quietly as the wind, but not before ensuring that these were securely backed on my wrists. He's just somewhere, don't worry about it. We're going back to Casimir's cabin. Hello, Ossifer. How you doing? It looks like they're still investigating in here.
Yes, on that subject, I wonder if Inspector Hosanaga is unscathed.
What do you mean, unscathed?
Surely you haven't forgotten, have you, Naruhodo-san? Don't you remember what he said about allowing you out of this cabin to investigate? He was going to talk to the captain about it. He said he'd lay his life on the line for you.
Oh, yes. But I'm sure he was exaggerating. Let's see what he has to say for himself. He might have some new information for us. You never know. Is he in the room with us?